Welcome. In this video we will talk about Bitcoin node. What is the role of node? In Bitcoin ecosystem, node is a regular computer connected to Bitcoin using special peer-to-peer network that communicates with other computer nodes in core network to distribute blocks and transactions of public blockchain database. Bitcoin nodes have communication between each other and shares their snapshot of blockchain database, which includes transactions in blocks or newly discovered blocks to another member nodes. Every single node can be named full node or lightweight node. Differences between them we will describe in the next. A full node in Bitcoin network is a node that ensures compliance with all the rules of Bitcoin networks, make verification of income blocks, and check the validity of transactions inside it, and keep all blocks from Genesis block to recently discovered block in own blockchain repository. Full node can be described as Bitcoin backbone network, which play the significant role in Bitcoin core architecture. Full node is also known as a SIG or full chain client of Bitcoin network. A lightweight node in Bitcoin network has a more trivial role. Lightweight node compared to the full node not download complete blockchain snapshot. A lightweight node can be named as thin client, and this mainly due to the logic of its work in Bitcoin peer-to-peer network. Thin client download only headers of the block to validate transaction and do not need to keep all transaction and block on their end. The main goal for lightweight node is do not store the whole snapshot of blockchain, but meanwhile be able to verify the transaction using simplified payment verification method. Simplified payment verification, or acronym SPV, is a method provide a possibility to check certain transaction which was added to block without needs to download this block from a full node. SPV method based on Kellen-Bloom filters from the lightweight node by query full chain node with a special filter request to generate transaction details for own wallet in current blockchain. When thin client discover new block in the network, it connects to the full node and requests Merkle block for it. Merkle block is a lightweight block around 1 kilobyte, which consists of block header with a few hashes and transaction count. Using this information, lightweight node can build partial Merkle tree to the block headers. You can look on the image that will be provided next. Here we can see animated Merkle block creation. In case fragmentary Merkle tree hash is equal to Merkle root hash read from block headers, then this is the evidence that the block has concrete transaction inside it. SPV's biggest disadvantage is that full node can just simply don't share info to the lightweight client about transaction, and in this case, lightweight client will think that it hasn't received Bitcoin or it was not confirmed. After we have learned how lightweight node interact with full node, let's go deep into the what full node is doing and what is the main goal to use on-chain node. Any Bitcoin full node should download all blocks with any transactions inside it to own blockchain snapshot, which currently take approx 165 GB of data, which should be stored by full node forever. Full node make verification of data inside discovered blocks, using block validation rules. That's used by all full nodes to be synchronized in consensus with other full nodes, corresponding to Bitcoin core consensus rule. Main consensus rule that's interested for us, not on technical side, will be listed next. Any newly discovered block cannot generate more bitcoins than were planned in block reward on the fixed interval of block. Transaction output should not be spent twice. This is described in double spent attack prevention rule. Transaction inside of block should have a proper signature generated using its own private key and be properly formatted and be valid data format. In summary, globally it's around 40 consensus rules used in Bitcoin network. All of them you can find in the article Protocol Rules on Bitcoin Wiki. You can see it on my screen. This article answers on all questions that you can have about the rules. If any transaction or block breaks the logic described in consensus rules, it will be discarded by full node, even if another full node accepts it in own blockchain snapshot. This prevents full node from security issues with compromised blocks and transactions that can take place in lightweight clients that accept invalid transactions and blocks that were discarded by full nodes, but really can be compromised by special fraud nodes with own consensus logic to spoof you or trick you to accept the invalid transaction. To save you from many possible frauds and attack or breach and keep your privacy in the safe, it is recommended to use full node. If you use lightweight node, you do not validate Bitcoin's consensus rules, and it can accept invalid or fake Bitcoins, and then the user will be withdrawn from the pocket. Also, using lightweight client is always related to connection to data that's hosted on full nodes. Originally can be locked, like accesses for this data or querying, or the break your privacy, or even be specially created for hijack or spoofing compromised node.